to be with you. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you. It's just, it's like a dream come true for me. So for those that don't know me, my name is Denisha Christensen, and I am the creator of DANSA. I am a singer, I'm a speaker, I'm a performer, I'm a belly dancer, I'm a coach and mentor, I'm an astrologer. Of all these passions, all of these ways that God has led my life, all of these interests and hobbies. I'm a generator. And so literally for generators, our purpose is to come to life and do all the things that light us up and create beauty and joy and goodness with them. And that's literally what I've done my whole life. And there was a time in my life where I was like, what am I doing? I feel like I'm just kind of bouncing from one thing to the next. And my husband would be like, I thought you were a musician. I was like, I am. Thought you were a singer. I am. I thought you were a coach. I am. Like all these different pieces. And when God helped me to start seeing what I was going to be doing, what I was going to be creating, all of a sudden, everything made sense. All of a sudden, I didn't think that I was just bouncing around, and I didn't wonder if I had shiny object syndrome that was like, oh, this new shiny thing, that will be fun. I realized that I had been divinely led and guided to all of these aspects, all these modalities, all of this knowledge, all of this awareness, so that I could then put it all into one thing together and create DANSA. And I'm so excited to create that with you. I'm so excited for those of you who are interested in wanting to participate to be my first round of teachers who will go out and who will literally bring this to the world. That is what we are doing. This is going to be a global phenomenon. And you are here at the very beginning of it. And I can't even tell you how grateful I am and how excited I am for you. So I'm going to start sharing my screen here in a second, and I'm going to lead you through a presentation that's going to teach you about what DANSA is and how it works, as well as what it looks like for you to run a DANSA business and how this is a great business investment for you right now. With the way that our economy is, people are looking for more options to make money and to bring money in. But if you're like me, you don't want to have a 9-to-5 job. You don't want to go and have someone else give you your schedule and someone else set your wage. You want something where you can have the financial freedom to set your own hours, to create your own business, to grow and expand and really have no ceiling on your ability to expand, to grow, to create, and to bring in financial wealth. So that being said, we're going to dive in here. I'm going to share my screen and pull up my presentation that I have ready for you. So welcome. This is DANSA. This is the DANSA Q&A webinar. I'm so excited to have you here. So if you're like me, you might have started hearing this talk. I heard it years ago, but you might be new to it, or it might be something that you're already very familiar with. It's talk about feminine energy. And you recognize that you want to be in feminine energy, you want to be seen, you want to be loved, you want to be respected and supported as a woman. Women do things differently than men do. We're designed differently. We're meant to run and to work differently. And this is a beautiful way for you to tune into your feminine energy and be supported as you go through that and respected. So now is your opportunity to participate in this brand new modality, this brand new program that is going to help women all over the world and their families to heal and align with their highest power. You will be doing that as you go through it and helping other women do it as well. You'll be a guide, you'll be a mentor, you'll be stepping into the truth of who you are and who you're meant to be. And I'm so excited to have you joining me. So first of all, what is DANSA? What in the world is DANSA in the first place? So DANSA stands for Divine, Authentic, Natural, Sensual Alignment. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each one and why that is a core value of our DANSA program. So the first one is divine, and divine reminds us that DANSA was created with the premise that we are all divine offspring of heavenly parents. We all have divinity within us. I love I love the idea of, my kids are big Percy Jackson fans. I don't know if any of you has read Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan. And hold on one second. And in these Percy Jackson books, they all talk about hello and welcome, Kaya. In the Percy Jackson, but we're just talking about the premises of DANSA. And I am trying to see. Let's see, 1 second. Oh, we'll have to go from there. Okay. I'm just sharing about what the DANSA acronym stands for. So again, divine, and that is because I believe that we are all okay, so that was where I was going with the Percy Jackson books, is that they talk about how they are called demigods, where they're half god, half mortal. And I believe that that's what we are. As children of gods, we have godlike DNA within us, and we are part mortal. We have mortal bodies. And so it's helping us to tune into that divine energy that is within us and bring it to life. So that's what the divine stands for. Authentic, because with authenticity, we are, or excuse me, our greatest role in this life is to be our most authentic self. We want to be our truest, most aligned, most highest version of ourselves. And when we do that, that is how we serve the world best, is by being our authentic selves. And then natural music and movement are the biggest pieces of this. And music and movement are the most natural things in the world. We were born with bodies that want to move. We were born with music, with sound as our primal, our first language. So music and movement is the most natural thing in the world for us. But in our society, we're taught that it needs to sound a certain way, or it needs to be a certain way, or move a certain way. And if you don't have a talent for it, then you shouldn't be doing it. But I have found that music and movement are key pieces in the healing and the growth and the development of every person on this planet. When I work with my one-on-one clients, that is a key piece that we do, is we get them moving and we get them using music in the way it's meant to be used. The next one is sensual. And that is because all of the movement here in DANSA is extremely sensual. Sensual having to do with our senses. We're using our senses as we move, as we feel, as we listen to our bodies, as we connect with our bodies and love our bodies more and more and more. It's this sensuality. The last one is alignment. Divine, authentic, natural, sensual alignment, because our greatest desire as spiritual beings in a mortal world is to feel like we belong. It's to feel like we are in alignment with who we are meant to be and with our greatest, highest power. And when we can become in alignment with our creator, we literally cannot be stopped from creating a life of magic and miracles. So that is the premise. Those are the values that everything we create in DANSA goes back to. So what exactly is DANSA? DANSA is a weekly class where a certified instructor like you leads a group of women through a 90-minute class, leading them through mentoring, music, movement, and meditation. These are all specifically designed and curated to heal and align the mind and body with the spirit, to get all the parts and pieces of you back into alignment. I've been beta testing this class for the last, let's see, this week we did our 8th class, so it's a 10-week course, and it has been absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited to be able to bring it to more people through you. The foundations of DANSA, there's so many parts and pieces, like I explained at the beginning, that I have been led to, that I have training or certifications or expertise in, and I brought them all into one, and that is what I'll be teaching you. So we have sound healing, we have chakra alignment, yoga, belly dancing, human design, breath work, tantra, wealth mindsets, lunar cycling alignment, energy healing, sensuality awakening, vocal alignment. We sing in our DANSA classes. We bring in aspects of astrology, color therapy, manifestation techniques. A few weeks ago, one of our classes, we manifested. We brought in our heart's desires. It was so beautiful teaching teaching these women how to use music and movement to manifest and to create. We did inner child healing. Oh, so beautiful. Inner child healing, and so much more. This is literally an opportunity to bring in anything and everything that leads back to these foundations in this divine, authentic, natural, essential alignment, and bring it into this course. So many beautiful parts of people. So when you go to a DANSA class, what can you expect to find? You will find mentoring. We begin each class with 10 or 15 minutes of mentoring where you teach. I teach an aspect, and then I help the ladies kind of work through that mentally and emotionally. So we do the mentoring. We do music and movement for the biggest portion of the class, working through the chakras, working through specific pieces, working through different areas, and using music and movement to help to heal and align. And we always end with a beautiful meditation to connect us to our higher power, to get us into our truest, highest selves. So who is an ideal candidate to be a DANSA instructor? So this is an ideal course, an ideal certification process for women who are already dance or movement therapists, or even just dancers. If you're a dancer and you have this awareness or want to have an awareness of how to use your body to facilitate healing and how to use music to facilitate healing alignment, this is perfect for you. For musicians as well who have that added awareness, this is great for life coaches who want to add more to their practice, for Reiki practitioners and energy healers, for music therapists and massage therapists. This is great for yoga instructors because we're bringing in aspects of yoga into it. We just do it with more movement and adding music. So it's so powerful. It's great for physical therapists who want to understand more about how to use the body in their physical therapy practices. It's also available, or excuse me, it's also a great fit for holistic health practitioners. So if anybody who's in kind of this holistic health area, it's going to be great for that. It's also fabulous for psychologists and psychotherapists. Again, people who want to bring in the aspect of energy healing, the aspect of, hello, Mary Jo, welcome. I'm actually going to have you, turn off your video and we'll go from there. So I don't know if you can hear me or not, but we're going to turn off your video. 1 second. Perfect. Thank you, dear. So glad that you're here. I thought I knew how to just have me presenting it here, but I can't see how to do that. So we'll just have you turn off the video there. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. And for astrologers, because astrology is a big piece of this. So as you can see, anybody who already has a business in an area that corresponds with any of the foundational pieces for this, this is going to be a great fit, a great add-on for you and what you're doing with it. Additionally, it's been so interesting because most of the people that God is bringing to me, most of the people who are coming to me that are interested in creating a DANSA business are women who are brand new to all of this. And they want to learn it. They want to understand it. So most importantly, this is a great fit for you. If this is something that you are drawn to, and if you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't. So most importantly, you are a great candidate to be a DANSA instructor. I feel that so strongly. The world needs you. We need your gifts. We need your talents. So what I was gonna say is, as God was bringing me all these women who this is brand new to, and I was like, interesting, fascinating. And as I felt into that and tuned into that, what I kept feeling and what the analogy that came up is, who learns the most in a class, student or the teacher? If you've ever had to prepare a class, a course, a program, a talk even, you always learn much more in preparing to teach it than you do when you're sitting in the audience. So yes, you are going to be learning this on deeper and deeper levels as you ingrain it for yourself, as you go through the certification process and all of the learning and growth that goes in with that. And then even deeper as you prepare to teach it. because you have to, like, teaching it is the way that you know that you've mastered it. And not even mastered it, but the way that you understand it is when you can then teach it. So this is for you, whether you have expertise and training in any of these areas or not, or if it's just something that you're interested in. If you're feeling drawn to this, this is for you. So let's talk some facts and some numbers. I love numbers. I'm a Capricorn Sagittarius, and so I love me some numbers. I love business. Show me the money. So I broke this down into a graph that will show us how many classes you're taught or you're teaching, how many clients are in the class on average, how much you'll be making per month. We estimate that we will charge around $400 for this 4-month course, about 12 classes. And so spread out over 4 months with a couple of weeks off for vacations or holidays or, spring break, Thanksgiving, that type of thing. And so we estimate you'll be making around $100 per month per client. What you will charge at, or what you will have as a franchise fee is what's called a royalty fee here. And that starting out is only $5 a month. So you're making $100 a month from each client, and you're only giving or paying $5 to the DANSA franchise so that we can continue to grow and develop and hire people to support you as this grows and grows and grows. That's how we provide you your marketing materials, your business setup, all the different parts and pieces. So this goes towards that. So then we have broken out to how many hours that kind of works out to a month, what your monthly income will be, and this is after you pay your $5 royalty fee, what it breaks down to an hourly rate, and then how long it would take you to recover your investment at that rate. So our first analogy is if you just teach one class, which I always recommend that everyone teaches at least 2 classes, because you'll do the same amount of work and preparation for one class as you do for 2, and you can make twice the money. So on average, around 7 clients per class, sometimes more, sometimes less. Again, around $97, $100 per month. So 7 times your $5 royalty fee is be 35. So if you're teaching about 8 hours a month, which would be each class is an hour and a half. So that's your 6 hours plus some prep time and cleanup time, averages out to an hour a month, or excuse me, 8 hours a month. Brings in $644, averaging out to about $80 a month. And it would take you about 5 months to recoup your investment at that point. So that's kind of the bare minimum. Like I said, I recommend that everyone teach 2 classes, at least 2 classes. So then here's the breakdown for if you teach 2 classes, you double your client, you're still charging them about $100 a month. Your royalty fee is now $70. You're working only 14 hours a month, which is still like 2 or 3 or 4 hours a month, or week, I mean. You're doubling your income and you're increasing your hourly rates, and you have your initial investment paid back in 2.5 months. So let's say you wanted to go bigger and you wanted to teach more and you wanted to help more women and bless your life by bringing in more income even more. If you were to teach 3 classes, we still have that about 7 clients per class, still the same hour or the monthly rate. We have there the breakdown of your royalty fee. You're only working 20 hours a month, so about 5 hours a week, which is incredible. And you're making almost $2,000 a month at around $100 an hour. And your investment is recovered in just under 2 months, which is fantastic. Then if you are wanting to go even further, say you teach 5 classes a week, you're working a whole 10 hours a week. Not 10 hours, or excuse me, not this isn't this hours per month, that's 40. That's not 40 hours per week, that's 40 hours per month. So 10 hours a week. You're paying $175 for your royalty fee, and you're making over $3,000 a month teaching part-time 10 hours a week, and your investment is recovered in a month. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty dang good money for a part-time side gig. I don't know anywhere else where you can make that kind of money working part-time like this in only 10 hours a week. This is what we project as very, very reasonable projections. If you were to have more than 7 clients per class, then your numbers go up astronomically because you're doing more, you're serving more people in the same amount of time, and so your income goes up. And again, that's only working 10 hours a week. So if you're used to working 20, 30, or even a full-time job, you could teach more classes and make a phenomenal income, working whether full-time or part-time. If you have questions about this, please make sure that you're writing them down so that we can come back to them as we go. So if you're tracking with me, go ahead and put a money sign in the comments so that you know and I know that you are that you're staying on track and on point with me. And we're going to go ahead and move on. So many women today are looking for financial freedom. We're wanting to feel like we have what we need. We're wanting to feel like we can have the resources, the time, the energy, everything financial freedom brings. Oh, I'm covering up this cute little thing over here that says debt free. And that's what this can bring to you. That's what becoming a dance instructor can bring to you is financial freedom. It's setting your own hours, choosing your schedule, choosing how much you want to work and when you want to work. Maybe you want to work daytime while the kids are at school. Maybe you want to work evenings because you have kids at home that you're watching and you need to work evenings while your husband is home. You get to choose your schedule or a mix of both, right? You get to own your own business. You're owning and running your own dance business, receiving tons of support from me and my team. And you have unlimited opportunities for growth. Like I showed you in the last slide, like the sky is the limit to what, and I'll show you more later about how you can literally grow and grow and grow and grow, or stay as small as you want. If you're like, I just want a part-time, I just want to work 5 hours a week, teach a couple classes, bring in a couple $1,000, that sounds really fun to me. That's great too. This is here to support you in whatever your goals are. Okay, so why do you want to certify now? Why is now the best time for you to certify? So a couple of things with that. One of the best reasons to certify now is because you will get a location preference. So as we grow and develop, there's going to be more and more teachers, more and more people who are wanting to teach. And we're going to be looking at the location, at the geographical location of each person who wants to teach. And we're going to be saying, okay, we already have a teacher in the area. So can this area handle another one? Is there enough support? Has the program been growing enough? Are there enough people who are interested to support another teacher? And if there's not, then they don't get permission to teach there. So by starting now, you get to have the preference on your location. So I know Mary Jo is here. She's in the Provo Orem area. Mary Jo, you get to have preference on that location. Somebody in Bountiful, someone in Brigham City, someone in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, where our Oklahoma certified instructor will be starting out at. They get first preference in that area, and we do not add anyone else until we feel that the area can support another teacher there. It's beautiful, beautiful opportunity to really have that location preference and have your that exclusive opportunity to kind of call dibs on your area. You get huge financial savings that I'll show you in a minute as to what this course is actually, what the certification process is actually worth, what its value is, what the normal fees will be for that, and what your fees will be. You're having a huge financial savings by joining us now. Your growth potential is astronomical because you're starting with it's new, you're paying the lowest certification fee, you're the first teacher there, and so you have the opportunity to really, really grow, not only growing your business, but growing your finances. You have the opportunity to make the most money by starting out first in your area. You get feminine energy training. Now, a lot of you here have jobs already, whether full-time or part-time, and you're working in society. You're working in a patriarchal society which runs on a 9-to-5 job or a 9-to-5 cycle. But guess what? Women don't operate in daily cycles. We operate on monthly cycles. And so teaching you, going through the certification process, you get to learn how to run a business in feminine energy. And it is so, so beautiful. It's not the hustle, it's not the push, it's not the overwhelm. It's this beautiful energy of flow and alignment and learning how to use the masculine to balance out the feminine. So beautiful. You'll receive training about exactly how to do that. You get to have the greatest influence and impact As one of the first members of our certification process, you have the opportunity to shape the company's growth, the direction we go, by giving us your feedback as you are teaching, as you are getting this message out to the world. We talk to you all the time and we say, what are you noticing? What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What does the world need? What new programs do we need to create so that we can serve you in growing and expanding your business by serving the women and what they're asking for? And I keep saying women, but this program will grow to include men and even families as well, teenagers and kids and even the elderly, all parts of our society. And you get to help to influence that and to shape the future of the company. You're also getting amazing entrepreneurial experience with the opportunity to join down the road, joining our corporate team, joining our administration, and getting really that up close inside view of what it takes to run and create a business. You also get equity and ownership in the company. By joining early, you have, as we expand and even as the company goes global, you would get first choice on buying stocks, buying like all of that, buying into the company essentially as we succeed and grow over time. And like I said, this will be a global phenomenon. You also have the closeness to leadership. By being in this first cohort, you will have the opportunity to train directly with me versus having a training support teacher that we'll be incorporating down the road. You get direct access to me and all of my expertise and knowledge and love for you to help you through this particular process. Okay, so any questions about that, please make sure you note them. One more piece that I guess I forgot to add on there that I had in my notes is visibility and recognition. You will be able to be, or you will have the opportunity to stand out and be recognized for your contributions as one of these founding members of DANSA. And I can't even tell you, as I think of each of you who have reached out to me, as I think of the women who will still come, my heart is so filled with love. And I just feel that connection with you already, knowing what is to come for all of us, and you get to be a part of that. So with all of that said, you definitely want to certify now. Now is the time that makes the most sense physically, emotionally, financially, mentally. There's so many reasons to certify now. So what exactly will you receive by becoming a dance instructor? So we talked more about the business side of it, but what do you get? What personally do you get out of this? You receive the increased ability to feel peace, joy, light, and love in every part of your life, every aspect of your life. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that will bring you greater peace, joy, light, more love, and allow you to experience life the way that you were meant to. And this is what becoming a DANSA instructor will do for you. You receive that training that you first internalize for your life, and then you go out and you share it with the women in your communities. You also have the opportunity to heal your relationship with your body and love yourself on a deeper level than you have ever experienced before. I promise this is what I've seen over and over and over with the women I work with personally. I'm using all these techniques that I've incorporated into DANSA, and with the women who have been in my beta test group. They have had such a beautiful awareness and healing of their bodies, and that's what you will experience as well. You'll also have your spiritual gifts revealed to you in clearer and more profound ways as your senses awaken. You'll be able to connect with God on deeper levels. So you get the chance to connect with God, have your spiritual gifts revealed to you, and deepen your intuitive awareness with your maker. And that was a piece that I wasn't quite expecting when I started on my journey of incorporating all these things. But I found that it's not only me, it's everybody. As we learn to love and honor and respect our bodies and become more in tune with our bodies and our highest selves, we also become more in tune with our higher power and get the opportunity to be led and guided by him in everything that we do. God is what I call my higher power. I believe he's, and actually it's a he, but there's also a mother, a goddess. So I will say he sometimes, but it should be more they is who I believe is leading and guiding me. You also will be stepping into your divine birthright as a leader. If you have been led to this, it's because you know that you are meant to lead. You know that you are meant to lead and guide other women on this journey. And as you heal yourself, you then put yourself in a position to heal and align and lead other women through that healing process. You'll also receive a place to belong. You'll receive a sisterhood to belong to. So many women feel, especially women who are in kind of this healing, holistic energy area, we don't know where we belong because society doesn't quite accept everything that we're doing yet. And you might have a few friends, but your family doesn't get it, or it's just kind of this like, I don't quite know where I fit in. And we're giving you here a place to fit in. We're giving you a sisterhood to be a part of. That will be such a blessing for your life, and that you will make connections here that will bless your life for years and years and years to come. And even as I say that, I'm feeling even your posterity and even your ancestors, your generations back will be blessed by this sisterhood that you get to belong to. And lastly, you get to step more fully into your dream life of magic and miracles. That's how you're meant to live. You're here to live a magical, beautiful life filled with miracles, filled with dazzling and delightedness and joy and connection and laughter and fun. That's how you're meant to live. And if you're not, then you're not in alignment. And that is what we'll be doing in this course, is helping you to get into greater alignment so that, again, you learn how to live that life for yourself, and then the privilege of teaching and leading others through that. And I can't even tell you, it's the most beautiful feeling in the world. It's the most amazing thing to be able to see how something that has helped you and had a profound impact on your life blesses someone else's life. And that's what you get to do here in DANSA every single week. It's magical. So this is where I want to share with you a couple of stories from women who have been in my test group for this. There was someone that I wanted she was going to be here tonight, but something came up and she wasn't able to join us to share live. But I do have a couple of these testimonials. This first one is my friend Celeste. Now, Celeste is not new to the energy healing world. She's a respected healer. She is a teacher. She is an instructor. She's a facilitator. And after only 4 weeks, this is what she said, after just 4 weeks of our test group, she said, "Thank you so much. I'm already seeing a major difference in my personal levels of doing creativity and relationship growth. It's amazing what movement can do and how it affects all aspects of life." She'd been having a lot of hip pain, and she was able to have some of that pain relieved and feel very much more hopeful and peace-filled around this, giving her hope for what is still to come. The other is my friend Coralie. This is she and her husband here in this beautiful picture. And she shared this quote here that I'll let you go ahead and read. She shared it after we had a very special heart healing dansa session. And this is what she had to share about it. And I just love getting these testimonials and this feedback from my test group clients as to how this is helping and supporting them. And there are so many, so many that I could have shared and that I could share with you tonight. Yeah, it's just been fantastic. So here's a few details about how the certification process works. So it's a 3-month training. There will be pre-recorded training modules for you to watch on your own time, as well as weekly in-person and online trainings. They'll kind of be fluctuating as to, most of them will be online, where we'll do live over Zoom, like we're doing here with the recording if you're not able to meet in person, as well as an in-person aspect towards the end for the kind of the culminating certification. You'll come and we'll all meet together one-on-one, in person, face-to-face, and we'll practice teaching each other so that we can have that collaboration and that sisterhood in person. And it's a beautiful thing. You have direct access to a DANSA mentor to answer all of your questions for you first ones who are certifying. That will be me, and later on down the road it will be an assigned mentor, someone who has just really stood out in their certification process and in their courses and their classes that they're teaching, that will then be assigned to or offered the position of mentoring future teachers. You'll have a teacher support group that you'll be a part of for the lifetime of your business. We'll never leave you alone. We'll always have somebody there, a class, a support group with other teachers as well as with mentors, to be able to give you the support that you need all along the way, because that's feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about the we. It's about the community together, and that's what we provide for you. Also, with business details, I'm calling it business in a box, where we kind of set you up with everything you need to start and build your business: the marketing supplies, the tools, the social media posts and images, everything that you need to help you to get started in your business and give you the confidence and the training to move forward as you receive clients into your business. So beautiful, such a valuable aspect. Along with that, we have these done for you social media posts and images, marketing materials, client testimonials, etc. Everything that you're needing, again, to get started in your business, and more. More and more as we build and grow. So here's a few specific details of what you're getting and the actual value of what you'll be receiving. So 3 months of training with me, which is valued at over $7,000. Lifetime access to the DANSA video library, so that you can go back in any of the pre-recorded stuff and any of the recordings as we're going through and doing the trainings live. Everything will be recorded, so you can go back and access that in our video library at any time. That's almost an $8,000 value. You receive ongoing feature support, like I said, through the lifetime of your business. So we value that at just under $3,000, but really that goes up astronomically. If you had a business for 5, 10, 15 years, you're receiving ongoing support throughout that entire time. So that's a very, 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 very valuable aspect. You receive the Done For You business plan, business in a box, valued at $3,500. Marketing materials all provided and done for you, so that you don't have to go through with your Canva and hire a copywriter and all the things. That's all taken care of for you. That's about a $5,000 value. The feminine energy business training, $2,000 value for that, which I thought was kind of a low ball there, but that's where we left it at because of how important that is to learn how to do business in feminine energy. Additionally, finding your tribe, it's priceless. Finding your tribe and feeling like you finally have a place to belong, we couldn't put a value on that. And being a part of a company that will change the world, invaluable opportunity to be a part of something that will change people's lives. And I'm not talking a few dozen or even a few hundred. I'm talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of people who will be blessed and changed forever by this program, by you. So all in all, the total value here for all of this that we added up is over $22,000. And just think, if you were to go back and if you were to get a college degree, if you were to go back and get your bachelor's, or if you already have your bachelor's and you're getting a master's or a doctorate, that's kind of what you'd be paying or more, is that $22,000 plus. That's probably a minimum of what you would be paying. And that is the value of all the things that you're receiving here. So we have an actual value of $22,000. What we're offering it to people at is $7,500. So almost about a 2/3 discount, and over 60% discount on the actual value of the course. But that's not what you would be paying. You're not going to be paying $22,000. You're not even going to be paying $7,500. What you are actually paying for your certification is $3,333, a fraction, a fraction of the actual value of the course. And we have payment plans available for you. Everything from the 3 months of the certification to a full 12-month payment plan. We want to make this doable for you. We want to work with you. We want to help you and support you in achieving and fulfilling your dream life. And we truly believe that this is the vehicle to help you do that. And we want to do everything we can to make that work for you. So your investment, so for this first level of certification, like I said, the regular price is $7,500, but we're doing this launch price for you of $3,333. This is for a level 1 certification that allows you to teach classes in person in a actual physical location. For those of you who know, I am a mover and a shaker. I'm not going to be in one place all the time. I move around a lot, or I don't want to rent a studio space, or I don't have space in my home, and I want to be able to teach online, because online, let me tell you, I've been beta testing both. I have a small group that meets in my studio here at my house, and I have an online group. My studio can only accommodate about 5 people in this like big movement energy program that what the DANSA is, right? So I'm limited to having 5 people in that class. So my income, again, if I was doing this as a program, making $100 a month, I'm only making $500 for that one class, which is still actually really good money. It still breaks down to over $100 per hour, or right around $100 per hour, I guess I should say, which is still fantastic money. But when you expand and you do our level 2 training, level 2 is what allows you to take it and go online. It's what allows you and teaches you how to teach and work with Zoom and sound and recordings and all the things, and hold the energy and space of an online program with women across the country, even across the world, and be able to maintain the integrity of the class in that way. You have the opportunity to, like, sky's the limit. In my beta test group, I have about 20 women who are doing that. Only a few that show up in the live class and the rest that watch them on replays. If I were doing that in a actual live setting, paying the regular fee, they were paying the regular fee for the class, I'd be making about $2,000 a month teaching just one online class. That's $2,000 a month teaching for 90 minutes a week. And I didn't run the figures or the math for that, but that's $500 a week. So what is that for 90 minutes? That's like, I don't know, $300 an hour. Where else are you making that kind of money? So this level 2 option is something really, really, really important to consider, because it's where you're going to expand the most and the quickest, and recover your investment and start making money faster and faster and faster. So that's a really important aspect to add on. Additionally, we have the option of doing specialization. And what a specialization does is it provides you the specialized training to focus on a particular area. So for example, something that's a really hot topic right now with women in society is feminine energy, is sensuality and sexuality. They want to understand their bodies better. They want to improve their sexual relationship. They want to develop their feminine energy. They want to heal. This is all sacral chakra stuff. They want to heal that part of their body. And so a specialization allows you to say, hey, I'm teaching DANSA, and you explain what it is, and you say, and I'm specialized in feminine energy. I'm specialized in helping you to heal your relationship with your spouse, with your lover. I'm specialized in helping you to heal your trauma from past experiences of sexual abuse. I'm specialized in helping you to really step into your feminine energy and be in alignment with who you are as a woman, healing your sensuality and your sexuality. So you can incorporate that just into your regular DANSA classes, or you can offer extra classes where you're focused just on that aspect of it. And we teach you how to teach classes with that specialization. The first specialization that we are offering is with sensuality, feminine energy training. And we'll branch out into specializations for each chakra, specializations for wealth consciousness, for manifesting, for families and parenting. We'll have all sorts of different specializations so that you can teach however, whatever topic you are wanting to. So again, we're offering super discounted rates for both the level 2 and the specialization options there, so that you can, again, like we talked about, have the greatest potential for growth by having the lowest price invested in this initially. It's a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. So why are you here now? Why have you come here? Why are you watching this replay? Why have you been guided and have this desire to possibly teaching a DANSA class and having this be a part of your business, or having this be your business? Why are you here? Why did you set aside time to watch this? Why did you get a babysitter or take time away from your family? Why did you take time off of work? Why did you set aside all the other priorities and things that you want to do with your life to be here watching this, learning about this? There's a reason for that. Why are you here? Maybe it's because one of these special reasons where you're like, yeah, I want the location presence. I want the entrepreneurial experience. I want to learn how to do business in feminine energy. I want the most growth out of my business. And those are all beautiful aspects. But most importantly are these pieces here. Your ability to feel peace and love and joy and light and satisfaction in your life. The opportunity to heal your relationship with your body so that you can live that kind of life. You can physically and emotionally handle. You're expanded enough to be able to support that kind of lifestyle, so that you can have your spiritual gifts and your direct relationship and connection with God revealed to you and have it be more clear and more profound and deeper. Maybe it's because you know that you're meant to be a leader and you just don't know how to do it. Maybe because you're wanting a place to belong. You want to feel like you belong to something that is bigger than just you. You want to have the support and the love that comes along with it. And maybe it's because you know that you are meant to live a life filled with magic and miracles, filled with laughter and love and financial prosperity and all these pieces. That is how we're meant to live our lives. So whatever your reason for being here tonight, or during the day, whenever you're watching this, whatever your reason is, I believe that DANSA can help you to achieve that. And I would love to be a part of your journey in helping you to create the life of your dreams through this DANSA program. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening, not only to me, but to the promptings that you're receiving in your mind and in your heart. So we have a few moments for a few questions now. So those that are on live, you can go ahead and unmute and turn your camera on and go ahead and ask whatever questions you have for me tonight. And Mary Jo, I know that you and I talked earlier about this, so you may not have any questions, and that is totally fine. But if you do, I would love to hear them.
Hi, okay. I can't see me, so I don't know where my face is in the camera.
Let me make sure that my volume is turned up.
Well, it might be, I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Oh, you know what? I know why, because my speaker is off. That's why. Let's turn that back on.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Hi.
It was plugged in. Okay, so one question that I had while I was watching this that we didn't talk about before is, hey, we have the benefit of the location if we sign up right now, right?
Yes, yes.
But I'm a little concerned with the online thing as okay, so I'm in Provo Orem area. Well, first of all, how big of a location is that? Just Orem Provo, or is it all of Utah County?
So where are you specifically
I'm right smack in the middle of Orem.
between them? So what we
Mhm.
would do with a location like that can handle and support multiple teachers. Think how many yoga studios are in. So we're kind of comparing this to like how a yoga studio runs. There's dozens and dozens of yoga studios. So we would start with you, and what we have actually found as we've done research is that most locations, if they're bigger than say like 20,000 people, they're actually going to expand faster by having 2 teachers. So we would probably look for and be open to another teacher in the Provo Orem area that wasn't super close, that wasn't within like a several mile radius of you, someone that's like in kind of a different area of the city than where you would be teaching. Because with 2 of you teaching and marketing and sharing and all the clients that you'll be receiving, word will get out faster about it, and both of your studios will grow faster by having 2 teachers. That has been proven over and over again in the studies that we've been doing and in other companies that we've been involved with.
Okay,
So
so then the
go ahead.
next part to that question then is, I mean, because you're in Utah, I'm in Utah, right there, and I know that you have the handful of people that show up at your house, and I don't know where all of the others are. But then that brings a question on the people who do level 2. They could be potentially taking away my potential clients right out the gate.
So
So,
here's a clarification about that level 2 online. People will only, because we want people to come in person. We want them to come and have that connection in person. So the only people who will be eligible, as far as clients, people taking the class, who are eligible to do an online class is people who don't have a teacher in their immediate proximity. So
okay,
people in Orem and Provo, if they apply for online and they put in their location, we say, actually, guess what? There's an in-person teacher. There's Mary Jo Brinkerhoff, and she teaches right here. And they would have to have kind of extenuating circumstances of like, I'm needing to do this during the day and I'm a stay-at-home mom, or like we kind of take that into consideration, but we're going to do everything in our power to say, you want to be in person. You want to go and connect with Mary Jo and the other ladies in person. That's how you're going to receive the most healing. But if there's someone in New York or Florida or Iowa that we don't have a teacher in their location yet, we're like, hey, guess what? We've got someone online that you can connect with.
okay. All right. That
Does that
answers
answer
my,
your question?
yeah, I think that's the only
Yes.
question I have. So,
Yes. Perfect.
okay,
Perfect. Perfect.
thank you.
Perfect. You're so welcome. I'm so glad that you were here. You were one person that was able to come tonight. Everybody was like, I can't be there Wednesday, but I want to be watching the replay. So thank you for offering the recording.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
perfect. Okay, well, that is the last of your questions. Then I am going to, oh, the other piece that I wanted to share is that we do have the payment plans available, and we've been doing some research as to some funding opportunities out there. Some different credit cards that offer 0% interest rate for 2 or 3 years, where you could easily pay back your investment in that time, and even a company that funds kind of life coaches, energy healers who are doing these investments to grow their business. It's a company that's who they provide loans for. And so we have that information as well. So Mary Jo or anyone else who's watching online, if you would like some of that information, if you're needing some additional support in figuring out how to fund this investment, we totally get it. And that's something that we can offer you as some different options to look into for that if you're needing that. If you do, anyway, the breakdown, if you just do the level 1, is less than $300 a month. If you extend it out over 12 months, obviously that goes up as you add in the online and the specializations. But we really are doing our best to make it as affordable as possible, already discounting it in such a huge discount from what it's actually valued into what you're paying for it. So I am just so grateful for all of you that are watching this and that have expressed interest in this. This is my dream, and to have your support and to see how it has taken off so fast, not only with all the people who are wanting to certify, but additionally the people who have been expressing interest in, like, I want to take a class. Is there a teacher in my area? How do I get to this? It's been phenomenal and feels so, so good. So thank you. I'm excited to see where this goes and excited to have you be part of it. So on that note, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and please reach out to me either through Messenger or by replying back to the email that you received with this link, replying back to me and asking any questions, and using the link that will be sent for the website that has all of the registration information, and going on there and getting registered and certified. This $3,300 launch price will go up at the beginning of the year. So it's imperative that you take advantage of this now and get started on that so that you, again, are getting the best possible return on your investment. And on that note, I love you, signing off, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.